Hello, back with another video here, Sebring track guide, and this time we are in what seems to be the fan favorite, the Ferrari. And the reason that the Ferrari is really good at this track, maybe even better than others, is that we need acceleration. And acceleration is one thing this car has plenty of. Another bonus that this car has here is that there's a lot of bumps and the car is good over bumps. And the last thing that pushes it over the edge, I think, is that the car struggles with tire wear a bit. There's very low tire wear on this track, meaning that we should easily be able to do the whole race on softs. What the lap looks like in the Ferrari here. The setup that I'm using will be on Discord again for subscribers on my Twitch. So if you subscribed last week, you'll get the setup as well. Up, we have to turn one, we want to look at the right side just before the wall ends, we want to stop on the brakes. Pop to the inside. Open nice and early. Wide line here, the second one. All of the gas on the right side. We're fine to use. Put the gas on the exit as well. All the acceleration of the car, we're really going to use it here. After the current brake marker. About the second. All the acceleration out of the car here. Flying out. Second sector just after the 3. Right. Waddle tower corner is quite tricky. The rear doesn't really want to get settled here. Same time, sometimes the front doesn't want to run in. Here's a bit loose on the exit there. Third sector, a bit higher speed, but the Ferrari struggles a bit more. Totally fine. Right here. Now my bottom a bit here. Fine, don't run all the way wide. Get a touch track there. After the last corner, the bumps in the last corner are really huge. There's one just before the apex where you want to be fairly tight or wide, but going exactly over it will cost you time. Just stay tight. Inside. That's the lap around Sebring in the 488. That will look like how this looks from the outside again.
7.48.
Alright, so here we are, just starting the lap. Tire skin we got down here, of course. And for turn 1, we're gonna want to be close to this wall here. And then just before this dude on the right here, the green light, you want to stomp on the brakes. For me, this is about here. You want to get the car to turn in, and you want to get the turn in apex, which you can't see yet. Towards the inside, and the famous cone here is where you want to apex. Cone on top of the thing here, fine as well. I don't use this cone as a reference though, because again it's quite hard to see. I just try to turn in, and then never even noticed that this cone will be a reference as the apex for checking later if you. And after the apex, car runs wide, car tends to understeer a bit, especially the Ferrari. It lacks a bit of front end downforce compared to some other cars. Tend to go a bit wide towards the exit. Half the car on the track is still fine, the grass is not that slippery. Turn 2, you want to be looking for this marker here, just before that. Brake just after this here, but if you look from the car, what I use here is just before this marker, so just before I get to the 200 marker, I step on the brakes. That's how I use the markers. Corner, I use third gear on entry, second gear late. A lot of grass on the inside you can cut here. Won't be enough track like this if you manage to keep 2 tires on the track. Do that to open up the next left-hander, turn 5. Try to enter it from the right side, open up the exit. So you can hit the apex here, have your car already pointed towards the exit and be on throttle early on the exit. And then let the engine of the Ferrari take over. It's gonna pull you down the straight. Other cars have no chance if you do well. Braking here. Again, I use this 300 marker, 400 marker I use as a brake, but I brake just after that. So if you look from in the car, when I'm braking, just when I pass that, which from the outside cam is right at the 400 marker, but again, this is not the view you have when you're driving. Your brake point might be a bit earlier or later, depending on how you take the corner as well, and how heavy your car is, how your tires are. Get to the corner. Make sure to open it up. Don't start turning in too early. Brake in straight line. I go to second here. You can also go to first to get a bit more turn in. Take a bit of the inside curb here. It's quite flat. Take more than I did even. Then an exit. Try to straighten the car out. On power. Little TC as possible. You can run 2 tires over the gas here a bit. And again, let this acceleration of the Ferrari take you. And if you take the corner right, you don't lose too much time in the corner, you will be gone out of the corners, or cars won't even be able to see you. Sector 2 then, brake just before the 300, try to get the car to the inside, second gear. Exit is not that important here, not that long of a straight, and then water tower corner is very, very tricky. I use this patch of darker rubber on the road here as a turning point, because there's not much around the track or braking point. Then from there, slowly start making it towards the inside, and you see the track is a bit cambered here. Tiny camber in it, that means that if you slightly miss that, the car just understeers and doesn't want to react at all. So you want to brake fairly early, make sure you get towards the inside here, try to hit the apex, and once you hit the apex, again, car pointing towards the exit instead of pointing too much straight. That means you can go on throttle without losing the rear too much. Acceleration take over again. Because sector 3 is the trickiest in the Ferrari, I think. Braking around the 300 marker here. Try to get to the inside. You can run 2 tires over this curb as well. Left side as well, 2 tires over this curb. The car will bottom out a bit. Fine. And then compared to some other sims, you can't run wide on the left side here. 2 wheels, right side of this white line. Towards the inside here, you can run again over this curb a bit more than I did again. Try to get the car straight, third gear, all the exit curb you can, try to carry the speed onto the back straight, and then by far, the trickiest corner on this track, in my opinion, the last corner. And the reason why it's tricky is that you're braking while turning, and there's a lot of bumps, a lot of bumps. So what I like to do is open the corner up, as far to the left as you dare. Try to get the car a bit straight already before you start braking. I'm turning the car a bit on the power. And while I'm braking, I'll brake a bit more in a straight line, allowing me to brake a bit harder without locking up. Then slowly bring it over to the right side again. And there's a bump right around here that's really high. And you want to avoid that. So either go a bit on the outside and try to focus on the exit, or go really close to the wall here. Really close to the wall, you can avoid that as well. Again, use all of the track. That's a lap around Sebring in the Ferrari. Again, setup will be on Discord for subscribers. I don't think this time it's the most amazing setup. We also don't want to give the competition in VLMS a nice setup to work with, because that's what happened the last time in the BMW or so I've heard. The setup will be very good to just drive around. Like it's miles above what default setup is. If you have any questions about anything as well, about setup or something, I'm usually active in the Discord. Discord link will also be in the description. No further to talk about. I wish everyone a nice day. Good luck this week in LFM. Next week I won't be able to make a video. But week after that I should be back. Right. That's all for now. I will see you next time.